real estate to love somebody else. I was rolling on the interstate, chasing something I thought we both felt. Leave it till you'll find a way to turn heaven to hell. Only good at pushing off the blame, making it about yourself. While I'm driving up, she's shutting down, but it's too I want you next to me, forever, infinity, here in my arms. You put your heart on mine, and nothing comes in between. I know your tendencies to hide every tragedy. You try to look strong, don't need no Sunday best when you got my heart. Will you be my missing piece? Everything that I need. You know our hearts fit together. I want this love forever. Stay with me now till infinity, till death do us part. Stand together. I want this love forever. There's nothing left to do, nothing left to change. All you gotta do, baby, is come my way. I don't know if I'm going insane, waiting for when you will say in peace. Everything that I need. You know our hearts fit together. I want this love forever. Stay with me now till infinity, till death do us part. Stand together. I want this love forever. Will you be my missing piece? Everything that I need. You know our hearts fit together. I want this love forever. This what I'm on when I'm in my zone. I can't do no wrong. We gon' need to make room on the throne for a brand new champion, brand new champion, a brand new champion, brand new champion, brand new champion, brand new champion, a brand new champion. Okay, first name Champ, last name Eon. When I walk inside a room, they just turn the cameras on, flashing lights. Oh, what a life! They try to copy what I do, but they ain't this nice. I shine like foil, even though Lord said we'll never be royal. The fruits of my labor out the soil will never spoil. I never learned the board slide, but I swear to the grind I stay loyal. Watch out, doc, the block's hot, the top spot's not locked. I'm coming to pick it, even on the cops watch. Jumping them hopscotch, looking like why stop? When I barely got in the lead, they talking blah blah. Honestly, I'm not in this.
All right, you fuckers, what are you doing? Crack, I swear to God, I'm gonna punch you in the ovaries if you type that again. How dare you ban me in my own chat, you little fucker. I mean, hi, hello, hi. I don't know if my PC is crashing, but we'll find out. Robin, thank you for the 90 months. I know you've probably gone at this point, but thank you. The setup is fucking garbage, all right? There you go, you can see everything. There you go. Illusion broken. It's also, I'm very... My friend is staying with me, and she's in the living room, and so I feel very self-conscious, even though I'm okay to yell at you all, but I'm feeling very self-conscious. Someone is in my apartment and can hear me through a door. So, this is my room. Welcome. You can see my Dumbo thing above my bed, which is really funny because it's like, it has a crack on it, and I think it's just kind of like very indicative of my sleep, is that I have this elephant holding a feather floating above my bed as if it's like for dreams, but then it's cracked because I don't sleep very well, or like for shit, so Yeah. Anyway, hi everyone. I'm glad I can stream today. I set up everything yesterday and everything was fine. And then suddenly my Ethernet cable just stopped working. Like, it's connected and it's lit up, but I can't get wired internet for some reason. There is no discernible reason why. So I had to find and dig out this little Wi-Fi adapter, which is not very good. So stream quality might be today, but we will figure that out as we go. If it's fine, then it's fine, but it's very, very toxic, please, I swear to God. It's one of those things where the adapter isn't great. Luckily, the router is on the other side of the wall, so it's not too bad, but it's not great, right? Streaming on Wi-Fi, so I'm kind of hogging the entire internet right now, which is not great, So yeah, probably stream until like 5:30-ish today, because I got to keep to my schedule, got to keep to the gym schedule, but also it's chore day, so I got to get a bunch of stuff done. You might hear chanting and sirens outside because it's Pride this weekend, which I was talking to my friend and it was saying, like, we thought it was in June, but I guess they do both here, so you might hear that. It was kind of crazy earlier on. The bridge is like, all the traffic is just completely fucking locked up, and yeah, so there's a lot of sirens. It's really fun. It's exactly what you want for a live stream in the background. So yeah, anyway, how's everyone doing? How's everyone's weekend? What have you been up to? Crack really wants me to play Factory Game again. I was talking about it earlier where I was like, I'm trying to learn Unreal Engine for filmmaking stuff. And I was like, what if I just made a Factorio like short film? And Craig's like, I got you. Here's everything you'd ever need. I was like, oh, I spoke to the right person, but also it's overwhelming. I just think in terms of like, it could be fun where it's like using an existing IP. It's not like I like doing fan films or anything, but using an existing IP is pretty good for learning purposes, in the sense of when you are trying to figure out how something should look, how it should feel. You have kind of like a really good reference. So while you're learning, it kind of trains your eye to know, you know, in the same way it's like if you're trying to learn compositing and do things like that, or learning photography, looking at photographs and analyzing them and seeing what works and what doesn't can help you grow as a photographer, not just kind of, you know, going out and shooting. You know, you get practical experience and you learn by doing, but you still need some kind of reference point. You better think, I didn't take part in the parade. I didn't have a choice, really. The parade was like right outside my building. Also, hi Scott. The parade was right outside my building and they were blasting sirens and everything. It was so loud. I had to close the door and all the windows, and I could still hear the couch was vibrating. It was that loud, and I was like, oh fuck. But yeah, it went past and everything. I stuck my head out, waved, you know, all that good stuff. But I didn't go down to Pride. It will be going on all day and tomorrow as well. So I didn't realize tomorrow is a stat holiday, which means I don't have to work. Which means if I can get my computer to stop rebooting, and yeah, I can stream tomorrow. So at least I can do like a little bit of a stream to make up for yesterday. Because I wasn't really planning to stream while my friend was here anyway, kind of like when Robin was here. But I was like, you know, when I think this is a little bit of a different circumstance where it's like Robin was here and we were spending a lot of time hanging out, and my friend and I do that too, but they're not really here to do that. Like, they're not visiting me, they're staying here, and it's more of like a pseudo roommate situation. So I was like, I should kind of stick to the stuff that I do anyway. And I still really want to make stuff, and I think it's good to keep the routine and everything like that. And she's cool with it and everything as well, so it's not that big of a deal. This place, again, this apartment is so much more conducive to that, because if she wants to go to her room or I go to my room, it's like the complete opposite side of the apartment. So if I'm being a little too loud, you know, she has somewhere to go. It's not like my last place where you're just kind of on top of each other of like living. It was not ideal, you know, because like where my office was in the last place, it was attached to the kitchen, which was right next to the living room. So if I was streaming and someone's watching TV, I'm interrupting them and they're interrupting me, whereas this space is a little bit more conducive where you can kind of have a little bit more space, even though it's smaller, but you can have a little bit more breathing room of that. Hopefully I'm not too loud for her or anything, but she's just chilling in the living room playing chess with her fiance right now. And I can hear them a little bit, but it's not a big deal. Like, it's fine. And I don't think it's going to pick up on this anyway, so kind of works out pretty well. And I have AC. You can see my AC. This is the only AC in my apartment, and it's in my room, so it's kind of great, to be honest. This kind of works out pretty well. I still have, so I refuse to throw out I have like this IKEA Skasta desk from like years ago, and I had the small size top and the big top, and I gave the big top to Shay. So Shay he had the same legs and everything, and he's like upgraded to the bigger desk because I've got my other desk, which is the bigger size anyway. And so I'm always just like, I should throw this desk away. It's not an expensive desk. It's like kind of not ideal. And then there's always just like an incident, not an incident, but like a situation where it's like, I need another desk. And it always comes in clutch. So even though it takes up room in my place, I always am like, I feel so vindicated keeping it, because I basically have, if I had my mixer and everything still, it would have taken up the entire desk and it wouldn't work. But because I have that little tiny device now, it kind of works on this smaller desk, and I kind of like it. Because when Robin was here, I put my big desk in my room, and it was like, my bed is like, you can see the edge of my bed like here. It was like overhanging me while I was, sleeping, and I was like, okay, I feel very on top, like it feels very on top of everything. This kind of fits pretty well. Like, I still have too much stuff and I got to do a purge. But at the same time, it's like, I feel like I could, if I ever wanted to, have this desk in here in kind of a pseudo-permanent way, where it's like, it doesn't take too much to set it up and take it apart. But if I ever needed to, it gets way too hot, I have a space where I can actually work. Like, maybe what I would consider doing is like, the little office could be where I stream, and this could be where I work, because usually I'm working throughout the day when it's the hottest, right? Whereas when I'm streaming, it's kind of a little bit cooler and whatnot. It really just depends, or vice versa. So I don't know. I'm gonna figure stuff like that out, because I could technically put stuff like in the closet space, but I don't want to take over my whole apartment and turn it into like a streaming workspace where I have no separation from anything, right? I want it where I do like having the office. It still just gets a little bit warm, but I have ideas on how to like figure that out. I don't know. No, it's called a den in a bedroom. But like I said, I really do like the fact, like, I know it's not ideal. I don't think long term the little den being a bedroom would make sense for anyone. I think it would just like, I think for like a 2-week thing, it's fine. Like, I have a semi-decent fold-out bed where it has like an actual memory foam mattress. It's still a camping bed. It's still not ideal. But I think in terms of like a short to medium term solution, the fact I could put a twin bed in that little room is kind of great. And like, when Robin was here, it was like I had a twin bed. I had a set of like a nightstand table with a lamp that could all fit in there. The downside is you couldn't really put like suitcases under the bed because it's not a real bed. But I was like, it kind of works. Like, it kind of works in that way, to the point where I was like, what if this is like getting ridiculous, but what if I put in kind of like a bunk bed style twin bed so that my desk was underneath it and there was a permanent bed solution in there? Where I'm like, I've at this point, it's like, I've lived here for 4 months and I've already had two guests. I'm like, this is kind of coming in pretty clutch. I will give you the feedback when I decide to stay for a month. Fair enough. Will you fit in the twin bed in terms of like the height? Because like, I mean, Robin was in there, but I think she's a lot taller and she had a leg stick out. So it should be fine. It should be fine. But yeah, it's just, it works. I think I am thinking about actually downsizing that desk, like the top of the desk, if I can find it. I don't know if IKEA makes that color desk anymore. You did not have your legs stick out, and it was interesting. Okay, Robin, I don't know if you saw, but I did say thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. I'm gonna do it again. There you go. Okay, so it does fit that. I mean, I am glad that I didn't get the queen size because I think it would have been just a little too long. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know. I think for like a 2-week stint, it works pretty well. Process is good, but okay. I'm drinking tea today. I've already had my 2 coffees, so we're switching to tea. So yeah, I'm kind of like of the mind to potentially do that. I know it kind of is ridiculous because it's like, you know, I'm turning an entire room into basically a pseudo bedroom, but I'm like, I don't think it's a bad idea. I don't think it's a bad idea to build a borderline bunk bed in there, you know, where it's like I can have a desk underneath and have a twin bed above it, you know. Have done, but also bought a folding table for a remote desk. A last place could be a better option than a second desk. I do have that. I do have a leaf drop desk. I have a folding table and I have a leaf drop desk. So I was saying to my friend that like if my big desk in there is too kind of claustrophobic, let me know. I can take it apart, remove it, and I can put the leaf drop in there because she was using that when she stayed the first day. She was using that. She was only going to stay one day, and then she was supposed to stay at a friend's place to watch her cat. And then she got there, and there was no furniture. Like literally, there was like a coffee table, and I was like, "No, I have a room, I have a bed. You can stay here longer. Like sleeping on an air mattress / the floor for 2 weeks sounds, you know, it's not ideal, especially when it's not your apartment." So that's kind of how that happened. And so I do have like this leaf drop table, which is pretty good. Sure enough, you never noticed. Yeah, true. I don't have to worry about that. The perks of being medium height. I need an office space and bed, so just be ready. I mean, the thing is I think this desk I'm using right now, if I swap them out, this desk right now would actually work pretty well in that room. Because it's not like you would have enough room to get in and out. Like right now you can, there's a little bit of a gap, but I don't think it would work. Like it works with my friend because she's like 5 foot. Like she's very short. Like she's very small and does like, so it's not a big of an issue. I think if I was in there, I'd be like squeezing in and out. So I think a small desk like this or the leaf drop table with just a chair would make the most sense. So yeah, I mean, we can try it. And then I have like I have a third monitor as well. Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking about it. Like it's a big undertaking, but at the same time, it could be just one of those things where it's like you don't use it all the time, but when you do, it kind of comes in clutch. And even like beyond that, if I ever needed to, if 2 people needed to stay, I then have the fold out bed and the top thing, right? So it could make sense. It could make sense. I don't know. It might be weird, but it could make sense. Turn it into a natural, like, second bedroom, kind of. I think the only thing where it can't be a legal bedroom is because it doesn't have built-in closets. I think that's the only stipulation. It doesn't have the built-in, which you couldn't really do in that. Like, there's no way that would work. You could probably put like a wardrobe-esque thing in there or shelves or something, but you couldn't really put a built-in wardrobe in there, like a real one. It just wouldn't work. So that's the only downside. If it had that would be like ideal, but it is what it is. It's fine. So yeah, I'm thinking about that. I'm thinking about downsizing my desk so it takes up a little bit less space, gives me more options of where things can go, and yeah, so I don't know. It's pretty good. Get a Happy Jack. What's a Happy Jack frame? A bed lift? I don't know what. Oh, is this those ones where it raises and lowers from the ceiling? Is it one of those? Those are pretty cool. Kind of not a terrible idea, to be honest. Like, it seems it's more for RVs, but kind of not the worst idea. Because at least then you have all of the space, and it's just like, what, connected to the ceiling and the floor? Could work. Interesting, interesting. I don't know, I think I got other things I need to fix in the apartment first before I go that kind of route. You have 5 feet above you that you aren't using? Yeah, true. Saying that, I do like having standing desks, so it really does depend, right? But it is what it is. Like right now, it works fine. The thing with having a smaller desk in there is I wouldn't have to drag everything out because I could turn my desk around, put it in front of the window, and because it would be shorter, it would actually fit properly. Because right now it does, my big desk does fit there. Maybe I'll just keep the desk as is because I have it in front of the window right now and the door doesn't quite open. So maybe what I'll do is have it that way. The difficulty is just like lighting because the way I have my lights is I bounce it off the wall and it bounces back on me. Can't really do that off a curtain. It would kind of work, but not really. It's also your actual office. Yeah, but I think I might leave the desk where it is because I usually have it on the back wall. So like you've seen the layout of the room. I would turn it 90 degrees. So you'd be like looking at me. You'd be looking at the back wall into the corner. I'd end up decorating it a little bit. Stop making it into a second bedroom. I don't know. I like the idea of it being a flexible space like that. I think as well the aspect of having to like break the whole thing down and build it back up by changing this layout, like not building the actual like bunk bed style in, but by changing this layout, all I would have to do is roll my chair out and move a shelf, like a bookshelf thing, and that's it. Basically, someone could stay in there, and then I can always have something out here for work that I could like just pop up, right? So yeah, it's not too bad, not too bad. I'll end up being one of those landlords where you have a foreign student stay with you, and they basically pay the entire mortgage. That's what I'll do. Full on slumlord. Oh man, my old landlord messaged me. He emailed me the other day, and it's just like, it's such a frustrating experience of like, he sends me, what he does is he sends an email that's blank, but he only includes the information in the subject line. Room for rent downtown, 80, yeah, there you go. No. Oh yeah, plus utilities? Yeah, I'm charging for utilities too. He emailed me and he was like, mail, where do I forward it? Because I guess my mail forwarding must have ran out. And I have given him the forwarding address 7 times. Like, where to send my deposit return back if he was going to do it by check. I've sent the same email like 4 times to him, sent it to the property manager guy. And again, he keeps emailing me and I've told him I don't want to speak to him. Give him access. Well, I have like a mailbox and I was just like, send it there. So I didn't reply to him. I sent an email to the property manager. Who knows if he's still using him. And I just went, hey, I received an email from this guy. I've given this address, like I've given the address, several times, but just for sake of ease, here's the address again. I was like, I don't know, like something must have slipped through. So as soon as I see it, I'll update it. What I think it is my bank card that arrived. Because even though I had updated my address like 8 times for my bank card, it in the app just kept going back to the old address. It was really weird, but if I logged in on the website, it was the new address, and I was like, what the fuck? So I feel like something just didn't stick, I feel like that's something that is. Or it could just be like random bullshit. It could be like student loans from the UK where I just didn't update my address or whatever it is. I'm trying to think if there's anything with my corporation that got sent there, but like, I don't know. Oh man, Mac has been like losing his mind. He's been messaging me. He went on a date with someone yesterday, and she sent him a message, and like she was like, "Hey, I'm free and I'm out for dinner. If you want to join me, come find me." And he was like, "What the fuck is this?" It's like, "What do you mean, come find you? Vancouver is massive." And so apparently she followed up and gave him like a general area, and he was like, yeah, I'm not doing this. And then like 3 hours later I get a message from him and he's like, so I'm out in Brentwood on this date. And I was like, oh, it's like, why did you go? I know why he went. And he's like, yeah, he's like, and then he finished the date and he was like, I'm on my way home, I'm scared. I was like, why? He's like, she's Eastern European and very much about like traditional relationship. And I was like, oh, she's gonna bleed you fucking dry. That's what it is. No. So apparently she wasn't 4 foot tall. Like, he complained about the height. Trust me. He was like, she's not even 5'2". And I was like, dude, it's like, shut the fuck up. But it was just like, I was like, man, it's like traditional to the Eastern European women is basically you're paying for everything. And you better like bring your A game every single fucking time. And I was like, I don't know if you can afford that, man. I don't think you're in the position to do this. So and I was like, if that's what you want to do, I was like, fair enough. But just letting you know, it's like you might be able to afford to take people on certain dates. You're not going to afford to be able to take her. She's like asking him to bring flowers for like the second date and pick a good restaurant. And I'm like, dude, you're going to be paying $200-300 every single date. And oh yeah, the mentally, no. Physically, I think that he would crumple. I think she would break him in half. But mentally, no, he's not ready for that. Did I even count as a woman for him? Robin, I'll be honest, most women don't count for women for him. He is looking for you, like, most women wouldn't even register for this guy because they have to be 4'11" and a redhead. If you're not that, you don't exist. That's it. It's like in Black Mirror, that episode where at the end, spoilers for a 10-year-old episode, where it's like the guy's vision gets turned so everyone turns into like a red blob. It's like that. Unless you are the 4'11". Yeah, that's it. He's so laser focused on that, and it's yeah. Wow, Scott. The thing is, the only person he'll make an exception for is Shay. Again, because Shay is a redhead. That's it. That is the only reason. But it's aside from that, no one registers it. So he's messaging me and he's just like, oh. I'm like, dude, we're gonna find you like curled up in a ball in a sewer somewhere. Like, that's what's gonna happen. Like, you are not. We all make some sense. It's true. We do. He has that power. Lived in a student apartment building and everyone was shorter than me, and the guy said they're both saying must be at least a head smaller than me. Yeah. Okay. Well, tried to make they were not on board. Oh well. Was it the Futurama episode with like the Amazonian women? Yeah. It's very funny. I just don't get it. It's like, I mean, I understand to some extent, but at the same time, I'm like, is your ego so fragile that you can't date someone your same height or like similar height or taller than you? Dude, that says so much more about you than anyone else. So she's a redhead, but also taller than him. True. I don't know if he'd know what to do. I think he would just fold like a, I don't know. I can't think of anything that folds right now. Cards? Christ. My brain is fried. I woke up today and I went to go make my coffee and I poured the milk into the little metal thing. Scott's gonna lose his mind because I can't remember what words are. And I just walked around holding a jug of milk for like 40 minutes. And I kept forgetting what I was doing. And then I just carried the jug of milk around with me the entire time. All I was trying to do was fix the internet on my computer. And I was carrying a jug of milk the entire time. That's where my brain's at today. So, fun experiment, yeah. Someone's like climbing. Hey, look, I like taller women. I went on a date with a woman who was 6'8", and it was great. I'm just saying. I mean, you know, for her, literally everyone is shorter than her. So like she has to always date someone shorter, but it was kind of insane. But yeah, tall women are good. Tall women are where it's at. Yeah. I just think it's always funny when you see a lot of women, especially in Vancouver, a lot of women are like 5'11" to like 6'2". It's kind of like surprising. But they're like, I need to date someone that's taller than me. And I'm like, well, you're in the place for it. But also, there's probably not as many guys taller than you think. Because you're like, I want someone who's taller than me so I can wear heels. I'm like, all right, cool. My recent date was with this guy who was 5'4", and he was so proud and felt, yeah. Oh, yeah. Like, guys who are shorter, like, love tall women. And they just catch them beaming. They're like, hell yeah. Just wear the heels. Yeah, it's just like, I don't know. It definitely, like, a lot of times you hear it where it's like, oh, it's, you know, they want to feel like feminine and the guy is bigger and this and that, and it's like, yeah, but you've also got to like make some concessions. You'll accept the uppies. Uppies are great. I have no idea what we're gonna do today, to be honest. I didn't think this far ahead because I didn't think I was going to be actually streaming, but then I did, and then everything broke. I feel like my PC breaks when it's idle. It's just like, if it's not doing anything, it breaks. That's where it's at. It's so weird. I even tried to have like a stream playing while I was doing other stuff, and it just restarted itself while it was that. So it's like, it's got to be doing something. Also, I got the notification that my version of Windows is no longer supported and it won't let me update, and I'm like, okay, cool. So maybe I will do what Pyro said and just like install. I don't know. Most of the stuff I use can work on Linux. I feel like if I have to reinstall Windows anyway, and I have to basically wipe everything, I might as well. The downside is I sometimes need to use stuff like After Effects and Photoshop. That's the problem. And they don't have a Linux version, which is insane to me. 5 minutes entertain. I definitely won't be entertaining you, Scott. That's not gonna happen. There are fun things about both dynamics and downsides of others. Said nothing feels good showing up. Yeah, exactly. Like, they will have a great time. They'll love it. Laptops are good for the update. Just need to do it. Work laptops already pushed the update. Yeah. I mean, good thing is I don't have to worry about them like pushing updates and breaking stuff. The downside is stuff just constantly is breaking. It's constantly restarting itself, and I don't understand why. Like, I'll log in for 5 minutes and then the computer will just restart itself. It's so bizarre. And yeah, I don't know. The other thing is, like, if I want to do anything with like Unreal Engine and the MetaHuman stuff, I think it only works on Windows. That's the only downside. Bye, Robin. Take care. Thank you again for the resub. Have a good night. I might be streaming tomorrow during the day, but I'll let you all know in Discord. I should have pinged the Discord, but I kind of don't want to ping the Discord because I feel like I'm not actually being interesting at all today. So there is that. But yeah, I don't know. I've got like an hour and a bit. I don't know if that's enough time to play Factory Game. I'm trying to think, because I did buy a bunch of games on some sales. Is there any sales going on right now? I've been playing a lot of wordplay offline. I still haven't beat Legendary Mode. I got really close the other day. So maybe I'll do a run of that. But, oh, Aelan Tavern is on sale. 40% off? I already have it, but I need to install that and play that at some point. I have so many games where I need to install and just play. Ping Discord. No, don't tell people I'm live. No. I did see like Grounded 2 is coming out, or it's like an early access or something. I never played the first one. I saw it was on sale. Is it any good aside from the fact that there's just giant spiders in it? Because I'm not about that. You saw me play Satisfactory. Even when it was cats, I still didn't enjoy that. Holy shit, Sifu is $10.99. I mean, I got it for free. Sifu was really interesting. Sifu is 75% off right now on Steam. That's a pretty good deal. Power World's 25%. Doom Dark Ages is already 25% off. That's kind of crazy. So I don't This is why I stop buying games when they launch, unless there's like a deal. Spiders are less terrifying than the other option. Yeah. I don't know. The cats were kind of terrifying too, to be honest. What the hell is driftwood? What is driftwood? Game about high-speed downhill longboarding and a sloth named Eddie. I'm not gonna lie, this looks kind of sick. I'm gonna show you. This looks kind of sick. Play. Like, this is the game? So you explore in a van. Okay. Okay. I mean, it kind of looks pretty sick. And it's 40% off? And bringing the boards out for you to do it. I can't skateboard or longboard for shit. Fortunately, really buggy. Game seemed nice. Want to give it a shot. Played it 20 minutes. Counted numerous bugs. Slow would constantly start to spin like crazy. Find mechanics pretty fun. Zero amount of bug. Okay, so buggy, but maybe down the road. Maybe down the road. That's something I could look into. I don't know. I like games like that. I think they can be really fun. Okay, maybe, you know what? We're gonna do a little wordplay. There we go. Even though Robin's gone to bed. We're gonna do a little wordplay. A little wordy poo. Well, you're being replaced by a band to be back between the next set. Enjoy trying to find a game. I'm just gonna play wordplay, but enjoy the band. Enjoy Pride stuff. I assume that's what you're doing. I'm on to you, Scott. I'm on to your games. GAYMES. Oh, everything's breaking. Okay, hopefully you can hear the game. I can hear it a little bit. There it is. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I cannot get through Legendary. I'm just too dumb. The closest we got was when we did it on stream last week. I've been trying to get through it, man. All right. Obelisk. Maybe. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna speedrun this son of a gun. Maybe not. I don't know. It takes a while to get into it. It's literally the first time I played it today. I didn't play yesterday. My friend was out for a little bit, and I got back from the gym. She was like, "Oh, do you want pizza when I'm back?" And I'm like, "Sure." She got back at like, I was gonna play it, but I was watching Arrival, and then I ended up just. She brought an entire pizza for me and an entire pizza for her, and we just ate an entire pizza each. And I was like, that's kind of great. So we did that, and then I watched the rest of Arrival, and I didn't play any games, so a little rusty. That's it. I'm just making excuses. That's all I'm doing. Okay, so we've got awaited. Could do like jointed. Yeah, that'll definitely get us the points. I'm still not good at like the meta of this game though, where it's like you should save certain words and things like that, but transform a tile into a dot tile, gain a refresh, wood has odd number of tiles, bonus. Okay. Oh, I'm using the wrong mouse. I had a chance to do something really good the other day when I was playing this, and I really messed up. I had this thing where it was like, if you sell this modifier, add the number of refreshes you have to your play count. And I had another thing that was like, every round you play, it adds to the cell count adds to the refreshes, and I didn't sell that one first, and I was like, oh my god, that's so stupid. So I kind of screwed myself on that. Not ideal. So maybe we'll go with Let's go with this. We'll go with the dot. I'll make you. Can I do Zillow? Does that count as a thing? No. You don't have an N. Does that work? Okay, I'll take it. Oh, I should use the U, but I don't know if it would work with the U because that's a very American spelling. Okay. No. It's like Taylor. Is there anything I can do with that? Trainer. We'll go with that for now. Gotta get more dot tiles going. No. I thought I had an eye or something that I could do like lattice or something. It's you. It's you, chat. The cutest. Except for Scott. Fuck Scott. See, this could be useful. For another modifier, soul destroyed. Yeah, this one could be pretty useful. Depending on what I get later on. Like, it depends on how early or... Depends on the run that you get, right? Woodist? No? Okay. Is there anything with a double W? Last, least, do... Lament? I don't have two E's. Tandem. We'll go with that. Oh, who's texting this? I constantly am getting these spam texts all the time saying like, hey, you free for a minute? Can we start work? When are you available for work? I'm just like, who is this? Who is this for? Who's replying to this? It's so stupid. I get like 3 a week. Okay. Pool. Anything with F I can do? No E's, no N's. Hey Raphael, how's it going, dude? Good to see you. Fool. Fool. How's your weekend so far? Do you have a long weekend this weekend? Or is it just a regular, like, back to work, school, tomorrow? Yeah, I don't even have I can't even do like harpoon, you know? Harpool? Is that a thing? No. I don't know, let's try and get rid of some of these. Not ideal, not ideal. Normal, staying home, doing stuff somewhere. Hell yeah. Alright. Yeah, it's August still. You going to university? Nice. First year? What are you going to go and study? If you don't mind me asking. I'm going to refresh. These are not good. I was going to say cards. They're not good tiles. There's no N. I keep trying to like... Cogent. Content. No, because there's only one N. Chinese and English? Oh, okay. So studying languages. Nice. Makes sense why you like this game. I'm an L. Let's agitate. There's no ION. I'm gonna go with that. Let's see where we end up. For real? Hell yeah. Well, as someone who speaks the English language, I am not very good at it, so... I think I did, I mean, you have to do it as part of school, but I was pretty good at English. Hell of a time to fuck up words. I was pretty good at English language, but not literature. Like, I can word good well, but I can't spell good well. That's the thing. It's like very good at like descriptive writing, but not very good at like broad knowledge of actual like spelling and words and things like that. So I always find that I'm very limited with those things, which I find sometimes frustrating. But you know, I know my limits. So are you training to be like learning about the language, or are you training to be like a teacher or something? English literature is interesting. I mean, it's been a long time for me. I've been... Yeah, I'd say I've been out of school more than 50% of my life now. Like, so, yeah. It's been a long time since I wouldn't say I've used those things, but in terms of, like, actively studied them, I very much out of that loop. Oh, I could do... There we go. Ah, I should have made the D into a dot. Oh well. All tiles are refreshed, don't like that. Double the points for spelling longer words. This one was pretty good when we had it last time when it was 6. This one's pretty good. I might go with it. I think we're gonna go with it. We did pretty well with it last time. You would love to teach? Yeah. Teaching's pretty good. After I finished my degree, I actually became like a qualified teacher in the UK. I got my diploma in education, which is not like about English. Like my goal was like teaching film and TV studies and visual effects and things like that. So, you know, you can be a teacher in a lot of different things. I wasn't looking to be a teacher at school level, like high school or anything. It was university diploma and like mature students as well. So you could be a little bit more flexible in terms of like the qualification. If you wanted to teach at a school, at high school and everything, it's a different program. But in order to teach it, like basically my degree would allow me to teach up to like a master's level, which was kind of interesting considering I didn't have a master's. But I could teach diploma, degree, and master's with that. But again, it just depends on the subject matter, right? It's a very broad subject of like when you're learning how to be a teacher and how to write. They don't really teach you how to write modules and stuff. It's interesting. It's very, very interesting. And you learn a lot about like the behind the scenes of it when you show up to a class and it's like how it's ran, and especially at a university or diploma level, it's very different than a high school level because a lot of it is a lot more learner led. So it's basically more about learning how to be like guidance rather than like, this is like the facts that we're going to learn today. You still have to do that because you still have to get people up to the level that they need to be. But at the same time, it's a lot more about interpersonal skills than anything else. It's interesting. You still have to have an underlying base knowledge of like the subject matter. Of course you do. But what they teach you feels a little far removed from what you think it would be. It's interesting. I don't regret doing it. I think it was a good thing that I did. It helped me in a lot of ways of other areas of like managerial and leadership skills, but also it helped me literally immigrate into Canada because of having those additional postgraduate diplomas gave me enough points to actually get my permanent residency. So like there's a lot of benefits to doing things like that. So if that's something you're interested in, I do recommend it. I think it's not something that everyone should do because I don't think in the same way not everyone is made to be a manager, not everyone is made to be a teacher. I think I'm good at teaching, but I don't think I'm a good teacher, because you need stuff you need to know how to teach them. You're basically teaching people how to teach themselves, right? You're teaching the process of learning, and that can be really difficult, and I'm definitely rusty on that now, but it's a difficult and interesting thing that you have to learn, because if you're just drip feeding all the information, is anyone really learning, or are they just regurgitating information? It's difficult. It's difficult to kind of teach effectively. So I think I can be pretty good as teaching, but I'm not a good teacher. I don't think I work well in that way. I know that sounds weird to say, but I hope it makes sense. Okay. What's happening? My phone's going crazy right now. Okay, there's no T's. Shunned. We'll go with this. Let's get the ball rolling. Not doing great today in this. 40 points is pretty good, I guess, because of the long word booster as well. It's pretty helpful. Which I gotta make sure I get at least 5 words. Is it 5 or less? Oh, okay, so it has to be 6-letter words. Has to be 6-letter words. Sorry, I have like dandruff. Dry skin. Bane of my existence. Brawl? No. Baller? Prowler? Prowler might be one. No. Jailer? Bela? No, let's go with Jailer. That gives us way more points. Nice. No S's. No N's. No M, yeah. Like weep, but then we're just wasting a play. There's no, yeah, I can't do like bounce. Might have to refresh on this one. I don't know if this is gonna work. I don't see any. I'm sure there is a word. Refresh? Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. It's too many vowels. Greedia. Hell yeah. That's it's kind of a great word, but also, yeah, wasted the points. All right, end of the round, convert random tile. That one can be useful. That one can be okay. Add the points to the play, but destroyed after one use. Okay. I think I'm gonna go with the diamond tile or the special tile. That one can be useful. I mean, we're okay. Word shorter than 6. That's fine because that's literally what we have to do anyway. Appraisal. Okay, I'm thinking of the word appraisal, which I don't have 2 P's. I don't have enough E's. Should be a word. Bastardizes. I mean, at the very least, that would do it. Hell yeah. See, not even in university yet, and you're already winning rounds in one go. Okay, add 4 refreshes, return the last tile instead of the bag. That one could be good with the dot tiles. That one could actually be really good with dot tiles. This one could be good too. Okay, I haven't really made any dot tiles, so I'm gonna add the refreshes. I think that could be useful. It's a pretty good word, pretty good. I didn't make C into a dot tile. Did I? No, there's no way. How do I have this? How do I have a C as a dot tile? Weird. Because I wouldn't make C into that because there's no very few words that would end. I mean, I can. I don't know. Why not? Give me that 40 points, baby. That was a bit of a waste. I kind of just defaulted just to use the C, and I shouldn't have really done that. Flavor. Flavorly? Favorly. Favorly is a word. I think. Favorly? No? Oh, I'll take it. I'll take it voluntarily. Yeah, that was a better word. That was a better word than I came up with. Okay. No Oz. Let's see. So there's a Tion. Weaken? Is depilation? Maybe. Apparently. There we go. Christ. Do you want to play this instead? I'll give you the remote login. You do it. Get me through legendary mode. Please. Please. Family destroy tile and add a score. That one could be really useful, but no. Refresh all tiles the same letter. Boosts. We'll go with this one. Why are these? Oh, I was like, why am I getting these? It's this. It's like turning random tiles into it. That's what it is. Dotted V. Yeah, I don't think there's like any. That one could be. Yeah, it's a bit of a waste, but whatever. Also, it keeps turning all of them into dot tiles. I've not seen it turn anything into emerald, diamond, potion, or gold. It's turned them all into dot tiles, which is kind of annoying. So there's like motion. No, there's no N. There's no E's. So it can end in like a what? Again, I'm not great. A K or a W. Quota. Oh, my PC made a weird noise. I don't feel good about that. Quota. Book. Book something. See, the thing is, this will give me 0 points. That would give me 0 points. Boot. This is like book. Refresh? Yeah, I think I have to. Okay, there's a R, which is good. So we got an ing, which we could end with. Damager. There we go. ING words possible. Yeah. Well, it should end with R. If we. Oh, but was there a double multiplier to use last time? Oh, okay. So that boosts even more. Interesting. So we've got an ION, TION that we could end with. So we got nation. We've got something Chanel. Like if I do this, okay. Proportional. Optional. I think proportional gets us one. No? Okay. Oh, God. Alright. Hang on. Proportional. I guess I was thinking of. Oh. Proportional. That was the word I should have used. Proportional. Fuck. Stupid. Okay. We've got ER, ED. Reasons. Eyes word? Yeah. I'm gonna go with reasoned. I think that's gonna get me over the edge of glory. We've got to convert some dot tiles too. Hey, there we go. Alright. Refresh is free if you have 8 tiles. No. Transform a gold tile. Could be useful. Let's go with this one. Because I could probably do that with some like S's or O's or something, right? Oh, gotta start with a C. Alright. Oh, if I complete different tiles, this would be great. Confess. Conifers. I think that's yeah. There we go. From 1 to 10, how probably a piece is gonna crash? Right now, probably a 2. But basically what happens is every time like, if it goes to sleep and then I wake it, everything starts glitching, the wallpaper goes black, I can't open up the start menu, I have to restart it, and then I have to restart it like 3 times. So I have to hard boot it off, start it up, it will log into Windows, and then it'll restart. Then it'll get to like the login screen before I type password or PIN number, it'll restart, and then it'll log in, and then I have to manually restart it, and then it's fine as long as I start streaming basically within 5 minutes. If I leave it longer than that, it will crash, because like that's how I had it set up for the stream, and I had a stream playing while I was like getting ready, and then it restarted itself, and I was like, fuck, okay. And sometimes what it'll do is it won't, if I open OBS to stream and then close it and then open it, the camera won't recognize, and then I have to restart the PC. Or it's just, yeah, it's so weird. Like if it's doing something, most of the time it's fine. And then after the stream, it will be fine for like a while, and then there'll just be something where it's like, no, you have to restart. It's absurd. And I don't know if it's a Windows issue or my graphics card, because my graphics card's kind of glitchy. But yeah, I don't know what it is. I need to sort it out. I need to figure it out. I'm thinking of doing like a fresh install of Windows first to try and see if that's the issue. I've tried different graphics cards and it's a similar issue, so I don't think it's the graphics card, but it's something with the machine, and I don't know what. Maybe I'll take it in and get it like looked at or whatever, but I don't know. It's not the power supply. The power supply is like a 1600 watt power supply. The parts are like, should be in pretty good shape. I think it could be memory. I have 128 gigs of RAM in the machine and it should be able to handle it, but I do think it's a memory issue, because if I ever go above base clock speed, it gets really unstable. So it could be that it just is, it's something to do with that. Maybe I need to like take half the memory out or whatever it is and run it at 64. That could be the solve. It could be the motherboard just can't really handle it, doesn't have like enough bandwidth or something, but yeah, it's not ideal. Can't think of. I might have to. I don't want to refresh because I don't want to lose the diamond U. I don't know. Well. Hi, Kimmy. How's it going? Good to see you. War page? Will that do it? Well, damn, dude. Raphael got the skills. It's going okay. It's good to see you, Kimmy. Thank you for stopping by. I'm having PC issues, so we're playing it safe and playing very chill games that stress me out. How's your weekend? What have you been up to? Oh, I mean, my PC has had this problem for a long time. It's always a thing. It just likes to restart itself over and over and over again. So yeah. Yeah, with this as well, just to let you know, it's like, I'm fine if people have like words that they see and want to contribute. I'm not backseat whatever, like, no. I want to be at legendary mode, so please, for the love of God, help me. Please help me. Weekend was pretty chill, hung out with my best friend. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, drinking some soju. Okay, with an N. So there's niche, which will only get us to 5 tiles, which means we get 0 points. There is... I might have to refresh. I don't think there's anything really that I can do with N as the starting word, unless I'm not good. I'm not good. This is a game where it's like, I was really good at the first 3 levels. Legendary mode, I'm not good at, because I just don't know enough words. So are you kind of recovering a little bit today then, Kimmy? On the couch, under a blanket? Because I feel it. I feel it. I didn't drink, but at the same time, I'm like, man, blankets are pretty great. I might just have to take the psych damage and just play a word that gets me no points. I think I'm gonna have to just do it. I'm gonna just play. I'm just gonna kind of burn it and get through it, and then we'll take the 0 points. In bed with noodles, I respect it. I highly respect it. Okay, so there's phase. Maybe? I don't know if that would actually get us any... Well, again, this is the issue. It needs to be a longer... It needs to be longer than 5. It needs to be 6 minimum. Is that a word? No. Pube? Yeah, let's go. Pub, pube. When it's like a P, what is these? I I'm too dumb. Too dumb for this. There's no... Dude, I made a degree in writing and I always forget every word ever. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah. I don't word good well. English is only my first language, you know. It's pretty hard when it's the only language you've ever spoken and known and used your entire life. But aside from that, you know. I needed like an L. If I had completely different words, I could do great with this. Or a C or something. I might have to refresh, which I don't love because I don't want to lose the U. Stumped. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do it. Unfortunately, I'm gonna lose the U, but I don't know what else I can do. Is there a longer word? Oh, patented. There we go. All right, we're so back. We're so back. Hey, Pyro, how's it going? Oh, fuck off. The goddamn pee again. Pee in your fucking mouth. How about that? I was like, oh, we're doing great. Okay, I think we can do pain. So here's the thing. Python. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It has, so even though it's like, yeah, because of this, we have to get at least a 6-letter word or we get 0 points. Python is a great one. Oh, pythons. There we go. Yeah, we see. 1 brain cell switching back and forth between the two of us, Kimmy. All right, add 10 opponent's points during special rounds. Absolutely not. Hold 1 tile when submitting. I'm gonna ignore this. I'm just gonna skip. I'm just gonna try out Star Citizen. How's PC doing? I mean, this is the thing with the PC. It freaks out, and I refresh it like 4 times, and then it's fine. And then it's fine. Vagina. It just freaks out, and it's just like, I don't know what to do with it. So, yeah, I think there's a chance. My guess would be the problem is a memory issue, because anytime so my RAM, I have 128 gigs of RAM, which is a lot, but I do VFX work, so that's why I have it. And anytime I try and take it above the base, it gets into this weird boot cycle, and it can't do anything. And so I always have to run the RAM at like base stock settings. And I think there's something with the RAM. I don't think there's something wrong with the RAM sticks. I think there's something with the motherboard where, because I'm using a 5950X and a 3090 and 128 gigs of RAM, something with like the bandwidth is causing a problem. So I might try and just remove like half of the RAM and see. That might be because like if I can do that and it will wake up again and not be black screened and I can actually use it, or if it doesn't restart itself overnight or 20 minutes later, then I know it's something to do with that. So I think that might most likely be the problem. Roll them around. Yeah, I'll remove half of it and see with 64, because it could, again, 30, you know, the board should support up to 128, but it's also a micro ATX board to fit in the case that I have. So like it could just not have the bandwidth to like handle all of those components combined, right? It could just be something like that. How you doing, Pyro? What are you up to? Has Aqua spent all of his birthday money yet? He keeps messaging me. He's like, thanks for the pizza. Thanks for this. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, oh, right. It's like, that was weeks ago. It wasn't. It was like a week ago, but still. Something IZED. Pizza. I had pizza last night. I had Chipotle and pizza for dinner. And somehow I didn't gain any weight. It's kind of insane. Think you bought a game? Ooh. Pizza in a game? Hey, you gotta live that 15-year-old boy dream, you know? There's no F. Memorial? Memorize? Memorial. We'll go with that. Should have kept the I a little bit longer, but yeah. Embroid. Embroid's a pretty good one. It's not division, because I don't think Z works with that. I think you need an S. Because you could do like End in Zion. Diabolical? No L. No second L. Boondock? Ooh. Get some Boondock Saints. Let's try that. Hell yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Because we got a VIAL as an end. No E's. No E's. So we gotta end in an R. I guess like an R. I mean, we can end in other stuff, but... no ING. Star. It's not two S's. Disregards. Lizards? Ooh, that's a good one. Lot lizards. Firing my laser. Scooter. I don't know why, but so I use YouTube Music like a fucking weirdo. Everyone else uses Spotify. And so the thing with YouTube Music is the algorithm is terrible, but it's included in YouTube Premium. So I use it for that because I use YouTube a lot for work, and I want to make more videos and I don't, and I suck at it and I gotta do it. But at the same time, I pay for premium because I get a lot of value because I watch a lot of YouTube from it, but it includes YouTube Music. I was like, well, I'm not going to pay for Spotify if I already have the music. The algorithm is so bad, and it's like you'll be listening to like some music and it'll be fine, and then it will be like it's kind of like the way the YouTube your widow, absolutely, the YouTube algorithm, like if you watch a bunch of videos that you're interested in, it will kind of not recommend them to you, but you'll accidentally click on one video one time and it will only recommend you those videos for like 2 weeks. It's like that. And so I think one of the songs, because it's just a random playlist, like once you kind of get past the songs that you have on it, it will just start playing other songs on a recommendation, but the recommendation's garbage. And so it started playing like Justin Bieber and Kid Laroi, that song, which then led to like another Justin Bieber club song, which then led to this other song, which then led to this, and then it's just like all of the music that it recommends me is just like EDM club music, and I'm like, that ain't me. That is not me at all. The algorithm is amazing for you. Oh yeah, you've been crushing it. I ruined my algorithm. That's what it is. Right now, my algorithm is a bunch of gym bros who take too many steroids and pass away. And it started to get back to filmmaking a little bit, but because I've been watching a couple of videos of that because I'm helping my friend record some stuff, and so I watched 1 or 2. So it's slowly coming back to filmmaking and Unreal Engine. But for ages, it's just been like this random like gym coach dude making videos about fitness stuff. And I was like, okay, I'll watch some of them. And that's all it's been. And then it's just kind of like devolved into his weird videos where I'm like, the fitness industry is fucking weird, man. It's fucking weird. Because he keeps talking basically about how he fetishizes Asian women. Apparently, like, and I was like, that's weird. It's like, that's really weird to like talk about it and like giggle about it. It was kind of weird. And then some other one I was watching was talking about someone else, and then he started going off on this tangent about how this guy who's very clear on steroids but is claiming natural, clearly doesn't know how he's training, doesn't know what he's talking about. And he composed the guy talking about fitness and not knowing what he's saying to like Kamala Harris and saying that she doesn't know what she's talking about. And I was like, what? How did you get this into a politics thing? It's so weird. This guy who's like fetishizing Asian women keeps talking about going to Thailand. Then he like edited in like Asian slurs into his video as a joke. But then his next video was calling someone else out about saying something. And he's like, I would never do that in my content. I would be appalled and ashamed. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, what? The cognitive dissonance is insane. And I'm like, I just want like good fitness information. Why are you all making these weird political stances and these weird racial comments for no reason? No reason. There's one video where I was watching a Mike Israetel video, which is like Renaissance periodization. And I'm watching and it's like a collaboration with some CrossFitter. And I was like, oh, whatever. Like, it's just a playlist it's playing. And it starts up and the playlist starts and it's like, the video starts and it's Mike Israetel, Jared Feather, who's another guy that works for that company, and this girl who's like a 16-year-old CrossFitter and her dad. And I was like, all right, whatever. And he starts making jokes about how he's not allowed to be around this girl alone without a parole officer in front of her dad on a video that gets like 1 million views. Like 1 million views. And I'm like, and you read the comments, and the comments are just like, oh, his jokes are just like, you can't joke about anything anymore. It's like, well, maybe if she didn't dress like that, she wouldn't get these comments. And you're like, she's a 16-year-old girl in a gym. Oh, it was insane. It was insane. And I was like, what the fuck? Because it's like, oh yeah, the cameraman was like, cameraman was being respectful in this one. I'm like, guys, the problem is you. Like, you have sexualized this child And the comments are all just like, oh, you guys just like, you can't make jokes about anything anymore. You can't do that. You can't do that. And it's like, guys, stop watching Sneeko videos. Just stop. It's fucking weird. This is weird. The fact that this wasn't edited out and be like, hey, maybe let's not do this. And they're like, oh, well, you know, if she was really bothered by the jokes, she would have asked them to edit it out. And I'm like, I think when you're collabing with a channel that has like 2 to 3 million followers or subscribers that is going to put you in front of millions of people, you especially as like a teenager too, you kind of have incentive to just kind of keep quiet because it could help your career. It could help you in that way, right? It's a weird power dynamic that is not good, not okay. But like, it's really, really hard to watch. Toxic's just talking about something else. He's like, yeah, I don't care about this. It's really hard to watch fitness content, to learn and to like grow as like wanting to just do better and not have these weird sexualized racist it's so bizarre. Like, it's so unnecessary, shoehorned in. It's insane. It was just weird. Anyway, I know there's like a random tangent, but just talking about my algorithm, right? Of like, that's like, I don't trust letting YouTube just play videos on repeat now, because I don't want to give those people views, right? And I don't want to get more of that content. And it's really frustrating because 9 times out of 10 the content is kind of useful, but then you have to just endure this other stuff and you're like, I don't agree with that. Some people said festive favorites, but there's also festive. Is favorites longer than this? Yes. All right, sorry. Anyway, that was my tangent on fitness content is fucking weird, and I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm gonna go with the rerolls because that can actually be really useful. Oh no, so we're gonna get no points for like the first 2 goes? Are you fucking kidding me? Okay. Ween. Yeah, tomorrow's a stat holiday. I think I'm gonna stream during the day. Gene? Hi, Silvok. How's it going, dude? Good to see you. All right. Not too bad. So we're at 6. So we've got... Coolest thing about it being a short path from fitness influence to content for insane, no reality. Oh, 1,000%. 1,000%. It's, fitness content is very, very... A lot of it is surrounding a lot of, let's just say, conservative viewed people. I find that there's not everyone obviously, but there is certainly a skew towards that, especially in the States. And it can be a little strange. And also the things that they joke about can be weird. Like, you can make sexual jokes and everything. I don't care about that. It's like, it is what it is. Like, Will Tennyson is a YouTube channel that I watch frequently. I don't watch a lot of his stuff anymore because I find it's a lot more Mr. Beastified, if you will. I don't really care about the most expensive gym or what. Like, I don't care about that. But like, a lot of his jokes are like innuendo jokes. I think that's fine. It's just like, when you're making it about teenagers and then putting them on display, it's weird. It's weird. And then the whole like random making, like, again, the comparison of some kid who doesn't know what they're talking about giving advice for fitness content, and then comparing it to a Democrat. I mean, you know, people make comments like that about like Trump and things like that, but in that context it made no sense to, like, the leap was too weird. It was just strange. And it's just funny because like a lot of these people seem really smart and they have a lot of understanding and knowledge of the science of, like, you know, performance enhancing drugs and everything like that. Burpee, oh, that's a good one. Speaking of fitness, it's just, I don't know, it's just kind of weird. It's just weird, and it's disappointing because it's like no one has to be perfect, right? People can make mistakes and, like, you know, have outdated views as long as they're willing to learn and grow. Like, and you can look, but there's just certain things where it's like, this is uncalled for. Like, you had time, this could have been edited out at any point, and when it's something like that where it's edited in, like, you thought it was either funny enough or required enough to keep that in, right? You had a chance to edit that out and you didn't, and I find that strange. But at the same time, I think some of them do it on purpose because they're trying to create drama to boost the algorithm, because people will comment about it more, and then they'll change, and then you can always apologize and grow and blah blah blah. And it's like, I don't love that that's where we're at with content. Okay. Thoughts? Thoughted? Torted? This is a stupid ad. Ad will be done soon. Torts. Alright, I'm just gonna go with that. It's not ideal. I think we might be cooked. I should be using these as well. I should be using my dots and... Oh, baby. Here we go. Alright, this is what we do. We do this. We do this. We do this. Okay? It's a pretty high scoring. I've used this word. Lamal. I do like Lamal. I've used Equinox in this so many freaking times. Oh, apparently my bitrate on YouTube is kind of freaking out. So that's good. That's fun. I'm getting a warning. Yeah, I mean, I think I'm at the limits of pushing the limits of Wi-Fi right now on my stream, so no restriction on word length. Oh, thank goodness. Forward. All right, we've got to basically double our score in 2 turns. Double impasse on it. Exactly. Exactly. Well, it's a double L. I don't think this is a word. Followers. Fellow. Yeah, I was trying to get to followers, but I don't. Followers? Flowers? So I'm going to go with this one because we get more points for the J. And I'm going to do that. And then we also get the multiplier for the dot tile. Yeah. I have 30 minutes. Oh boy. We have one turn. We have literally one turn. If we can end with the C, that would be good. Philiac or something. Paleo. Better make it a good minute. It will not be a good 30 minutes. I'm just telling you right now. It will not be a good 30 minutes. Declap. Frolic? No. Frolic will work though. Nope. Frolic. Okay, so I need 60 points. So what will this give me? Alright, so we got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's 22. $32, $42. Okay, we need a longer word than this. Pledge. I did think about pledge. Maybe pledgic, but then if I can use, oh, I guess if I can use the U. I hope you're one. I will be 1 point short. I had a movie like during this night. Time loop has to kill himself to prove the multiverse himself based on the surviving one of me. So Jet Li's the one. Your dream was Jet Li's the one. Your movie dream was Jet Li's the one. Okay. I just wanted to clarify that exists. I think you just watched Jet Li's the one. I don't think you were asleep. Walpurgis. Is that a word? Yeah, we basically have to end it with the C. We have to use the U and we have to end it with the C. But time loop, not just multi. Okay, okay. Reference 3 times anime, so sure. It could, I mean, it just makes me think of Waluigi. That's all I'm thinking of. Pedicure? Need to try and end in the letter C. So, yeah. So this will give us, this will double the word score if we end with the C. So either we need a really long word. We basically need a word that is, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 tiles long. We basically need a word that's 8 tiles long, or we end with C. Pedicure might do it though. You know what? I think this will do it because it used. You know, we're good. We're good. Walpurgic. just whatever. Just make up any word. Kimmy did it. Hype for Kimmy. All right, 3 photos, letter in the back. Swap dial D. Okay. Boo! Don't boo. Don't boo. You know she's right. Let's refresh. I mean, we have 2, 3. Okay, this one's pretty good. This one's pretty good. Chat stop backseating. Not backseating, they're helping. It's a difference. Alright. I think we can type yat. That's gotta be in there. But I don't want, I've only got 3, we gotta get 400 points in 3 turns. Let him fail like normal. All I do is fail. Okay, we do have an ing. You know what? Nope. Floating. Floatingy. Gat and Lux achievement because it's so wet. Yeah. Floating, I think. So it's gonna give us 50. Yeah. I got it. I mean, I gotta do it. I think that's the longest word that's in here. Yeah. All right. We need a lot of points. We need a win. We need a winner. The V is a terrible one to try and end on. I'ved, staved, shoved. Devotion? No. Give. There's ing. There's a lot of endings. It's just trying to figure out what the longest word is. Devastate. Devastating. Devastating. I think that's the word. Yeasted. That's what I was going for. Yeasted. I would have so devastating. Okay, we're going for it. We'll take that. We'll take that. That's the stuff. Okay. We're just under halfway. We just need another devastating word. Omen. Bahamas. Bahamen. Bahamen. Yeah. Memorial. Ugh, it's not gonna get us enough though. It's not gonna get us enough. Wembley? No. I think memorial's the longest word. Harmonial? Okay, harmonial's longer. Nope. Is that not? How do you spell harmonic? Membrane. It does use the B, so we'll get us more points. Why is harmonial? Is harmonial not a word? Harmonia? No. It's saying like harmonious is a word. It is a word, I just guess it's not in this dictionary. Guess the word is, yeah, but then we're at this, so we might as well use these. Remembrance? Yeah, if we had completely different letters, Kimmy, this would be a great word to spell. I make that joke about myself. It's like if I had the exact right letters, I could make such a great word. You need a foot massage? Yeah, but I only use serrated knives. I hope that's okay. That was the last turn? Bastardizes. God damn. I didn't even pay attention. Okay, well, shit. I thought I had one more turn. Fuck. Fuck! Oh, God. Oh, jeez. What the hell? Alright. Yeah, I can do it for serrated knives, if that counts. Alright. Unfortunately, I don't have enough time for another run. Yeah, fuck that, dude. Standing on concrete or asphalt? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Alright, unfortunately, I don't have enough time to do another run. I have 15 minutes. No, you have 15 minutes. I'm very sorry about that. I'm very sorry that I started later than I intended. I wanted to start at 2:30, but like I said, I literally could not get internet to my computer. The YouTube streaming was just like freaking out the whole time. It was freaking out the whole time. It's kind of crazy. Alicia, yeah, I'm glad that I was here, and thank you again, everyone, for hanging out with me. I really do appreciate it. I do want to try and be better at these streams. I feel like I'm not bringing a lot of... This is not me fishing. Just like, I feel like I could be a little bit more entertaining than just defaulting to this. So I do want to try and plan and structure things. Tomorrow I want to stream as well. I'm going to try and figure out the internet tonight. So if I can get it more consistent, then I can play something a little bit different. I don't know what it is, but I'll think about it, and we can maybe play something that'll take a little bit more of the day. Like I'm not just doing like a 2.5 hour stream. But yeah, thank you everyone for hanging out. I really appreciate it. Let's see who is live. Where are we gonna go? Where are we gonna go? I think I'm gonna go a little different and send you over to Trees. Trees is doing a cooking stream with a partner. So I'm gonna send you over to Trees. Trees is awesome. Plays a lot of blueprints and puzzle games. So please go give them a follow. Short but sweet, just like me. Mine's the sweet. All right. I'm gonna leave the wordplay music playing because I think it's really funny to end with that. Need help network stuff, some base things like that. Concept sure will work, but I think it might just be the cable, honestly. I mean, I tried different cables and I plugged in different things. I might just have to like move the computer and use a longer HDMI or a display port, something. I don't know. I've been using that cable and it's been fine. It's the PC, it's not necessarily the network, so I'll figure it out. I mean, Wi-Fi seemed to work today, but it's just a little inconsistent. So anyway, thank you everyone for hanging out. I mean, turning off and on again makes it breaks it. Cat 4 for love of God. Oh no, I'm not using a Cat 4 cable. No. I'm using all the correct cables and everything should be fine. There's just something wrong with this PC. Toxic, thank you for hanging out. It's always good to see you, dude. Yeah, so I am gonna try and stream again tomorrow. I'll try, now that I know I can do something, I'll try and start a little bit more of a midday kind of time, and then we can stream for a little bit longer as well. The only reason I'm like ending now is because I want to go to the gym. Gym closes at 8 and things like that as well. So I got to keep myself to that as well. Could be no problem. Yeah, I'll take a look at it, but yeah, I might bring it up tomorrow and we can talk about it tomorrow. But anyway, have a great rest of your night. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the resubs. I really appreciate it. Choosing gym over us. I'd never choose gym over you, but I am going to choose the gym over you right now. Stream after gym? Oh god, I gotta help my friend do an audition tape after stream, so I've got to actually take the camera into the other room and break it all down. So yeah, I won't have it set up for that. Anyway, go follow the Trees. I love you all. I am doing legs. It is leg day, so we're gonna be working the booty. All right, I love you. Take care. Bye bye.